Good evening and welcome back to Frame of Midlife. It is Thursday evening and this evening I am just thankful. Between the problems with the weather here in the UK, there's floods, there's freezing, etc. The wildfires in LA, the earthquakes, etc., up in Tibet. It just seems to be the perfect storm of weather stuff. What started as a small fire in Los Angeles is now rampaging out of control and covers miles because of the way the winds are whipping it up, etc. It's just, as I say, it's a perfect storm. There's just so much going on. And basically what that's making me think is, how prepared are we for those different things? And I mean, best of all in the world, nobody can be prepared for an earthquake, for wildfires, etc. There's just some things you can't be prepared for. But it's certainly, if you're in areas where that's a possibility, a go bag with paperwork is a good thought. But really, that's all you can do. That's the best you can do. Because if you're flooded, it happens pretty quickly. If there's fires, it happens exceedingly quickly. Earthquakes, there's no warnings at all. Anything like that. So there are some things that no matter how well prepared you are, you just can't prepare for. So in those situations, you need to just make the best of what you can, which is a pitiful excuse. It's not an excuse, but there's no answer to it. All you can do is help those who are helping. And for many of us, that's not a thing. We're struggling to get on ourselves. And certainly in Los Angeles, there's many millionaires have had their houses in flames, which I'm quite sure is very upsetting for them, but I'm quite sure they're very well insured and they can afford to get the contractors to start work right now. There will be many other people in the area in the lesser suburbs who will struggle an awful lot more, I think. And those are the ones that certainly we should be helping. Or that I'm hoping the multimillionaires who are there, I think Jamie Lee Curtis has already put $1 million in for the relief efforts. So yeah, it just seems to be everything's hitting at once just now. So certainly here in the UK, where there's the snow and the cold that we're not used to, at levels that we're not used to, we can prepare for that to a certain extent. Make sure that you've insulated your house as best you can. Make sure you've got in, that your heating's sorted. Make sure your boiler's checked, your radiators are bled, anything like that. Make sure that you don't have to go out the house if you don't have to. That's about the best we can advise. And it just seems to be, it's like a realisation coming over quite a few of us, I think, that sometimes we just can't be prepared. Because whatever we're thinking, it's different, or it's more involved, or it's more serious, or more severe. And all you can do is hope for the best, which sounds a very doom and gloom way of looking at it. And it's not meant to be. It's just meant to be pretty realistic, and that there's a lot of this going on. So yeah, preparing as best we can with our, like my power cut basket, the dried food that's, you can store, tinned food that you can store, that you can use in various circumstances. I still think that's a really good idea. And I just hope that whatever happens, it's something that we can get through. So yeah, As you can tell, my brain's had a lot of information today, and not an awful lot of it's been good. You know, the news at the moment, apart from the normal rubbish and horrible stuff, you know, with politics and crime and things, there's just so many people being affected by weather events just now. And I find that just seems to be everything together at the same time, which I find unusual. So I just thought I'd tell you that. So now I'm going to go and have a cup of tea, put another log on the fire, and I will catch you later.